All right, we're all moving on now. Wednesdays here on the show, we like to put the spotlight on the farm women's group, Common Ground.
Common Ground is a group of farm women who want to be a resource for consumers who want to know more about how their food is grown. In this segment, we talk with volunteer Crystal Klug from the Columbus area on how producers work to keep animals safe in the bitter cold.
Well, as we all know, it has been cold lately, and farmers and ranchers do everything they can to make sure their animals are safe in the cold weather. We are joined now by Crystal Klug, Common Ground volunteer. Good to see you today.
Good to see you too, John.
We're talking about animal welfare in the cold and what's being done to make sure the animals are safe in the cold weather. Tell us more.
So when you own livestock, your world revolves around the weather. And in the month of February, it's been so cold, especially this past weekend was extremely cold. But we do everything in our power to make sure our animals are comfortable. The thing about cattle that's different than you and I is that they can really tolerate cold temperatures, and they have thick, tough skin, and they have a really thick coat of hair that keeps them warm during these extreme temperatures. But there are some things, we have cattle here that we feed out to go to harvest. We make sure that they always have fresh water. We make sure they're fed twice a day, and if need be, we bed them with corn stalk bales. And a big thing too is just helping them keep warm and dry. So scraping those pens is extremely important as well. For the guys and gals who are calving right now, it can be a different situation because those calves go from being in their mother's womb, being nice and snug and warm, to these extreme temperatures. So you can bet that those guys and gals are watching those mama cows like a hawk. And this is the time of year when your laundry room or your kitchen, whatever, turns into a nursery, if need be, to keep those calves warm.
Why do you think consumers ought to know the extent that producers go to make sure their animals are safe in these conditions?
I think it's just important that they know that no matter what the weather is outside, that our livestock is always our first priority, and we're out there checking on them. If they need help, we are there to assist them. If they get sick and happen to need an antibiotic, we're sure gonna give that to them because it's the right thing to do. So we're always looking out for our livestock.
Thank you very much, Crystal, for that. And you have a recipe as well.
If you like cookies right out of the oven, but don't like to commit to making a couple dozen cookies, I have a giant cookie recipe that's perfect for you.
All right, sounds good. We'll see you in a few minutes.